Flame Being. Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 13. So, after the last one, Double Meat Palace, I'm curious where this one goes. Are we just gonna keep on going with the Double Meat Palace, have it be, like an Office-esque type show with all the, coworkers and everything? I'm not sure. I don't know, I'm curious, where it goes after that. Especially because we got a couple of things with Anya and Willow in the last episode, so I'm curious if we continue with that. And, yeah, anything I wanted to mention about the... So, okay. So I think I opened a can of worms by asking if Willow gave in any money for, the mortgage or whatever of the house, or, was giving anything of monetary value to Buffy to help her out in her, whole economic distress that she's going through. So a bunch of people were like, well, we kind of think that it's already happening, they just don't say it, which, I don't know, I feel like they would make a point to say, but anyways, there were many sides to this. People were saying, they're helping out with Dawn so that they shouldn't have to, or they already are, maybe she's getting financial aid and she's helping out, and I'm not sure. I apologize for bringing that up because I guess it is a touchy subject in the fandom. But yeah, either way, it was just a thought I've been having, and I think a couple comments have mentioned it in the past, and I wanted to talk about it, but I did not realize how much everyone had an opinion on that. So it was very interesting to see all your guys' comments, and yeah, and also I had so many comments of people saying that they adored the last episode, or they really liked it, or it's more of a favorite than a non-favorite. It's not a horrible episode. Which I can, I can appreciate the episode. I just don't, it was just not. Also, sorry, I think might have added in to how much I really didn't get this episode. I guess it's a Lynchian thing. I don't remember the exact thing, but there's a movie that has the same sort of plot line that was made before this, and I've not seen. I literally had no idea about this movie, and it was a guy that thought that the meat had people in it, and that was the whole plot or something. I'm not sure, but a bunch of people were like, oh my god, I forget, but it was this, and I was like, oh, so is it kind of an homage to something that I just didn't know existed? Possibly, and I just didn't understand the appreciation, that sort of value that the episode had. So I didn't get that reference at all, so take that what you will, because I didn't understand that reference, so possibly my appreciation was not as great because of that. But either way, fun episode. Lots of little things with Anya and Willow, and I'm very excited to see where those little things go in this episode. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't even know what to expect in this episode. More money trouble? I'm not sure. Because someone mentioned also in the last Angel episode last week with Angel and Buffy was the money struggle week, because both episodes of Buffy and Angel had to do with money and trying to get money. I didn't even catch that, but that's very funny. I like both of the episodes. But yeah, anywho, I'm gonna stop talking, and without further ado, let's just get into it. No. Already? Under a rug, Miss Buffy.
I missed the bed again.
Again, Miss Ma'am?
If you want, I can...
Come on.
Are we having a conversation?
What? No.
Please.
Maybe.
You were amazing.
Is episode gonna be about them? Little bikes on your
Got the job done yourself?
What is this to you? This thing we have?
What? We don't have a thing. We have...
We're getting things out of rotten, conversations, actually,
Do you even like me?
Sometimes.
Excuse me?
Do you trust me?
Excuse me?
Never.
How can I trust you not to touch my stuff?
I forgot about the
Actually,
three
living with
bozos
supervillains
yet
was
again.
not a
Oh,
view.
how I have not missed any of you.
Okay. Ow.
Gentlemen, the cerebral dampener is online.
Cerebral dampener?
And with this baby, we can make any woman we desire our willing sex slave.
Oh, yay. I don't like it.
So what do you want to talk about?
It's Spike. He can hurt me
Oh, I thought we were gonna do a little girl talk. Okay.
without his head exploding. There are things that... I think maybe I came back wrong.
No, Buffy, that's not... No, you didn't.
Right there. That's got it. Mad Dog 2 to Mad Dog 1.
I thought I was Mad Dog too.
Because developing
potatoes
interpersonal
peeled
skills
from
would be
Slayer.
too hard.
I don't want any surprises.
We can really have anyone we want.
It's like candy.
So,
Juicy pulsating candy.
Oh, the one with the neck. Put the whammy on the neck.
No, the redhead. I want the redhead.
The redhead's too tall.
Get off of me! Oh, she's kind of cute. Ow! Oh, no, go for the leather skirt. Oh, bazoombas.
Yeah, go for the one with the bazoomas.
Go for the bazoomas.
Hey.
What the hell are you doing here?
It's nice to see you again too, Katrina.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the
Wait, I
senior
didn't
part that's
recognize
throwing
her.
me
I'm
a warn
sorry.
because I thought I was pretty clear with the never wanting that to happen again.
That was a long time, baby.
Little Miss Nuts and Bolts tried to choke me to death.
Okay, so I've made a few mistakes.
No, I did. Forever lowering myself to be with a jerk like you.
No, you weren't, girl. Know it.
Well, what did you expect? I love you, Master.
I love you too, baby.
Is there singing? Are we singing again?
No, just the dancing.
Or teaching Dawn perfectly synchronized dance steps for the wedding reception.
I would get
Wanna go
PTSD
for a
anytime
spin?
anyone sang as well.
I think I'm
Buffy,
heading more
if
towards
that
an
happened to me.
unnamed collapse. Wanna come get all unwindy?
Tall glasses of frosty relaxation on me. Nectar of the working man.
No, thanks. I think I'll stay here with Dawn. Curl up on the couch with a big bowl of popcorn and listen to the cars honk. Where are you going?
Dawn's like, actually, I have plans.
Sleeping over at Janice's?
I didn't think you'd care. You're never home, so.
Ooh. Ouch.
I know.
God.
Frosty Nectar. Now, please.
Thank you, baby.
My pleasure, Master.
That is so cool.
I really could have used one of these in high school.
Gentlemen, to crime.
Crime.
Took.
You play with her all you want. After I'm done with her.
I am so skeeved out right now.
Get on your knees.
Yes, Bourne.
Wait, what'd you just say?
I said yes, Bourne.
Wait.
What the? What did you do to me? It's not a game, you freaks. It's rape. And I'm gonna make sure you get locked up for this. And then we'll see how you like getting raped.
Stop her.
Get off me!
Jesus. Oh god, the music is making me so nervous. Oh my god.
Charge the cerebral dampener.
Jesus.
One.
Charge the dampener. Andrew, get her up.
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
She's dead.
The way that that scene just turned everything.
God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
We have to get rid of it.
How?
Is there anything that you can summon? Something that can devour that much?
What the?
Maybe a Tarvlin flesh eater, but they're hard to control.
Jesus fucking
We're not gonna have to do
Christ.
that at
I do
the
not
wedding,
think
are
that
we?
the Three Bozo plotline would lead us here. My god, the music in this episode so far has been superb. Like it always is. Like it literally every time I mention the music, I'm like, it's amazing.
You see,
Hey, here's my.
you try to be with him. What would they think of you if they found out all the things you've done?
What? Where is this coming from, Mr. Spike? Right there in the Bronx? Y'all.
Don't close your eyes. Look at them.
What? What's happening?
Tell me you don't love getting away with this. Right under their noses.
Jesus.
Kara, what are you
Oh,
doing
no.
here? No spells for 32 days. I can even go to the magic shop now, as long as someone's with me at all times.
Can you tell her that I need to talk to her? It's important.
Yeah.
God,
of
what
course
did
I
she
will.
find out?
Thanks. I'm glad you're doing better.
Sarah, please. Oh. I miss having Tara in every episode. I miss seeing her all the time.
Don't think about the evil blood-sucking fiend. Focus on anything but the evil blood-sucking fiend. Thank you.
Oh my god. What?
Bloody hell, what'd you do that for?
Spike?
What? Oh. What are the Three Bozos doing? Are they gonna make her feel like she killed her? Oh god.
Buffy,
She's dead. I killed her.
What happens now?
When I was young, gotta be some more girls we could kill.
We stick to the plan. Buffy thinks she killed Katrina. What's her problem now?
Even though the episode hasn't ended yet, this episode is... I am kind of in love with it.
I love you. You know that, right?
She's like, you good?
What's wrong? I have to go to the police. The police?
Why? Why?
Donnie, I have to. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're never here. You can't even stand to be around me. You want to go away again.
Don.
Then go. You're not really here anyway.
What did you do?
I took care of it.
What did you do?
What I had to. I went back and I took care of it. It doesn't matter now. No one will ever find her.
Where'd they find her? The river. She washed up half a mile from the cemetery.
He's like, God damn it! Spike.
Just let me go.
I can't. I love you.
No, you don't.
Stop.
You think I haven't tried not to?
Try harder. You don't have a soul. There is nothing good or clean in you. You are dead inside. You can't feel anything real. I could never be your girl.
You always hurt the one you love, but
You got an ID on that body yet? Yeah? Okay, shoot.
It's not gonna be the body.
Katrina
Oh, wait.
Silber, S-I-L-B-E-R.
Lauren, just tell her to go away.
Trina, shut up.
Warren.
Stop.
Thanks.
It was Warren. He knew Katrina. He had something to do with it. I know it.
How can you be sure?
You always hurt the one you love.
Stop.
Does this mean you're not going away?
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Poor Dawn. Jesus.
I've double-checked everything.
Yes, I was so
There's
nervous we were
nothing
gonna
wrong
get
with you.
this.
Mike and Spike hurt me.
Funneling your essence back into your body, it altered you on a basic molecular level. But it's all just surfacey physical stuff. It wouldn't have any more effect than the bad sunburn.
I didn't come back wrong.
No, you're the same Buffy. With the
Oh god.
deep
Now she's
tropical
even more
cellular
like,
tan.
oh, then what
must have
the
missed
fuck is
something.
wrong with me?
Will you check again? There has to be.
Oh my god.
This can't be me. It isn't me. Why do I let Spike do those things to me?
You mean hit you? Oh,
Don't tell anyone, please.
I won't.
Oh, the way they would look at me, I just couldn't.
I won't tell anyone. I wouldn't do that. Do you love him? It's okay if you do. He's done a lot of good, and he does love you. And Buffy, it's okay if you don't.
It's wrong. I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong, please.
I can't do this. I
Please
cannot do
don't
this today.
forgive me. Please. God, please don't. Please don't forgive me.
My god.
Please don't.
So this one is called Dead Things, has a 7.5 rating. I will not lie, I was expecting a little higher. I adored this episode. Like, legitimately. I think it's like, obviously I don't know where it goes from here, but I feel like this is a big turn point for the season, and I'm curious what the next episode's gonna be about. Anyways, continuing on, written by Stephen DeKnight and directed by James Constner. Okay, I am so intrigued on what you guys think of this episode, because I, of course, not knowing at all where any of this is going, I am so fucking excited to see how all of this unravels and everything. And again, I was not expecting, like, the three bozos, like, because, so the three bozos, it's kind of like an anti-villain, or like a villain that's there, but like, who the fuck cares that they're doing anything? Like, what? Yeah, okay, they rob a bank, they steal a fucking diamond, and they turn people invisible, whatever. It's like, you know, okay, whatever. And then they get this fucking cerebral whatever and turn people, like, they were trying to turn people basically into like mindless slaves that they could do things to. That is terrifying. It crosses a line of like, oh, these three bozos are just doing stupid shit, to like, oh, they're like committing real crimes against people, and like obviously stealing and like, you know, all that. Yeah, those are crimes. But like, this is like a, oh, Jesus, what are you, like, what went wrong for you guys to think that like all of this is okay? And I'm so glad that Jonathan, at least what I think is happening, I don't know if, like, I'm reading it wrong, but at least Jonathan's, like, slowly being like, this isn't what I signed up for. What the fuck are you two doing? So I really hope Jonathan or something, like, goes to Buffy and, like, tells her, or, like, I just want Jonathan to switch sides. I feel like that'd be a very cool, point for his character. Just because, like, he also has, like, a special connection with Buffy just from, like, high school, but Lauren is legitimately the scum of the earth. Oh my god. Every time I see that man, I literally want to fight this man. Oh my god. And then Katrina, his ex-girlfriend, I cannot believe that just fucking happened. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, throughout most of this episode, I was like, okay, whatever. And then that one scene where Katrina got out of it and was just yelling at them, that was just such a cool fucking scene. Where they were like, I don't know, I just really liked it. And it, again, for me, like I said in the episode, it felt like a big, like, twist. Or not a twist, like a turning point, again, for the three bozos. And it's like, they've already killed someone now. Now they pretty much are okay with doing anything. Like, once you kill a person on this show specifically, it's like, all bets are off. All bets are off. You're doing whatever the fuck you want. So, I am so nervous to see what happens next and, like, what their plan is again. Like, they literally just want to, like, have women as slaves. And it's like, whatever. It's a lot. So yeah, so then they also, like, did some spell or something for, like, the demons to, like, make Buffy think that she killed Katrina. That was fucked up. Oh my god. I love how they, like, that's still such a, like, big effect on Buffy, because even, like, in the past, like, obviously we had the Ted episode, which was, like, huge. Like, she almost, like, you know, she thought that she killed a person. And then we had the whole thing with Faith, where Faith killed a person, and then Buffy felt like secondhand guilt from that. And so with Buffy, she just has a lot of trauma with all of that. And then to, like, throw this in the mix while she's having all this Spike nonsense happening, oh my god. It just felt like the perfect storm for this episode. And again, I've been wanting Buffy to, like, talk about this stuff with someone, and she talked about it with Spike, and she talked about it with Tara. Now it's, like, exactly what I wanted. I loved this episode. I think this is, like, I don't know what it is about it. I just, like, really liked it. There is one thing that I will mention later on, while we talk about the Buffy and Spike thing, that, like, I just don't understand it. So let's go through the Buffy and Spike thing. So we start out this episode after they have done the Devil's Tango, and it's so interesting. They're like, are we having a conversation? And Buffy's like, no. And, like, it's gotten to that point where, like, them having a normal conversation is a little weird for them. Because Buffy is so, like, against having, like, any sort of normal-ish relationship. Okay, I also want to rewatch the end part of this scene before it cuts. Because he was like, do you trust me? And then held up the handcuffs. And I legitimately was, like, so confused by that. I love just, like, the questions that need answers. And, like, they're finally being asked to Buffy. Like, even Spike just being like, do you even like me? And Buffy, like, pausing, being like, sometimes. I adore it. Okay, I don't understand that. So he's like, but you like what I do to you. Do you trust me? Holds up the handcuffs. And then she says, never. And then it cuts. And then later on, we see that Spike was wearing the handcuffs. So it's like, I don't understand a lot of what that was happening in this episode with Spike and Buffy. Because then I want to talk about later on, when they're in the bronze, which, by the way, Buffy's outfit is so fucking cute in the bronze. Anyway, moving on. Spike comes in, and Spike keeps talking before he's on screen, and I keep thinking that he's in her conscience. I keep thinking that like he's talking to her telepathically or something. Which I love this. So she ends up in the top, and I love the whole like, you want to be there with your friends, but you always end up in the dark with me. Da, da, da. Love it. Obviously, like, I don't love this for Buffy, you know? Like, if I was friends with Buffy, I would feel bad. But coming from like a person that loves television and loves the drama of it all, I love it. Literally all this drama of back and forth, immaculate. So then in this scene, Spike keeps going on this whole like, what do you think they would do, or what do you think they would say if they found out about us? And then like he's like, no, look at them while this is happening. Where did this come from? I'm legitimately asking. Am I, again, I might have shipper glasses on. Yeah, y'all already know. So if I just didn't see it, you guys can tell me. But Spike is just, again, I don't know these characters like you guys do, so I don't want to call something out of character, but like, in this episode, Spike was acting a little weird, and like, not like how he has been. I guess it's like, he's gotten to like a breaking point where like he's like done being used by Buffy, and like kind of like he's like, oh whatever, fuck it, I'm bringing her to the dark side with me. But I don't know, because it's just like in season 5 I feel like he, you know, obviously was like going against all these feelings that he had for Buffy, and then in season 6, like in the beginning, it was like he had genuine feelings for Buffy. Like when Buffy first came back, oh my god, those first couple episodes between them, Jesus Christ. And now, like 10 episodes later, it's like, you want to go to the dark side with me, don't you? And it's like, where did this come from? I don't understand, but I am curious where this goes. And then he goes, that's not your world, referring to like Scoops, and he's like, you belong in the shadows. Again, is this like off the assumption that like she came back wrong? Which then we find out later on that she didn't. It was just like, you know, kind of just his chip, you know, not registering that she's human, or I guess. And then we have the whole like her going to Spike's whatever tomb or whatever that is, and then him feeling her and like then running after her, and then yada yada yada. Then he takes, you know, deals with the body and everything. Goodness. And then the dream sequence was so strange. Like, that was interesting. I don't understand any of this. I hope it's a like a season 4 finale type situation where I can like come back and like I can understand a little bit more. But what is happening? Oh my god. Yeah, and then okay, so then we have like the whole goodness, moving on from the Spike thing for right now, then we'll come back for the last scene, or second to last scene. So we have the whole Katrina dying, you know, being killed by Buffy, and then like I've already said, like she has like a bunch of trauma with like, you know, death and, you know, killing people. So then I again am a little like, I guess they needed her to go to the police station, so I guess this was like their reasoning for why she went. So she was like, I'm gonna turn myself in. And I was like, Buster, what do you mean by this? Like, I get wanting to like, so I guess it like all stems from something else, and it's not necessarily like her wanting, you know, justice or anything. It's like her wanting to like get away from everyone, which honestly, after the things that have happened in this episode, I understand. But it was just so interesting how like in literally like an instant she was like, you know what, going to the police station, turning myself in. And I don't know, it was just a lot of decisions in this episode were very interesting to me, that of course being one of them, where she chooses to like try and go to the police station. So of course the whole Dawn scene was very sad. I feel so bad for Dawn. Oh, I am sad. So then Spike sees her going to the police station, yada yada, and this scene, I love it. I love it. So obviously they're going like back and forth, and Buffy's like, I killed her, da da da, let me do this. They do a little tussle because Spike is like, what do you mean you saved so many people, let's not do this. And then I guess it's because like she finally puts two and two together of like why, like she finally understands like how different both her and Spike are, just on like a very bottom moral level kind of stance. Like obviously, of course, it wasn't her fault for killing Katrina, but she has a lot of guilt for doing it. Obviously, even if it's an accident, you still killed a person. So she's very, you know, distraught over it. But then Spike, he comes around and he's like, no, I took care of it. You're fine. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to worry about it. And then Buffy's like, do you not get why I am so, like, upset? And, like, you know? And I think, like, in this moment is where she, like, fully understands, like, yeah, you're a soulless vampire. So, where, like, what kind of common ground can you have with a soulless vampire? So intrigued by what happens later on between these two characters. Because right now, honestly, like, this episode kind of took my shipper glasses off for a second. Because I was like, I think, again, because of how Spike was acting towards Buffy, especially in that bronze scene, I was like, buddy, like, if you're, like, truthfully caring for Buffy, why are you, like, trying to have her go through all this turmoil of, like, you know, hiding this from your friends and then bringing it up to her, being like, hey, you're hiding this from your friends, aren't you? And it's like, yeah, we know that. Why are you bringing it up and making her feel even worse about it? It just, I don't know. This episode kind of, like, took my glasses off for a second and we were like, this is a soulless vampire. So, and then the little dialogue of like, that's my girl, and then she's like, I am not your girl. Honestly, iconic of her. Goodness. And then her just like, I don't know, it just felt needed after this episode. It also just felt so real for like what she's feeling. And then Spike's little comment, what was it? You always hurt the ones you love. Jesus Christ. So yeah, so then after that, obviously, she goes to the police station, and then she hears the name. Love that. That little, love it. Love it. Oh my god. Also, I was so fucking nervous because we were getting near the end of the episode. I was like, we still haven't seen Tara. If I have to wait till the next episode to see if Buffy's actually, like, different, I'm gonna lose my mind. But fortunately, we have that as the last scene, and my god, I am still at a loss for words for how Buffy is completely normal. Oh my god. And then how that affects her. Oh my god. Because obviously, being like, oh, nothing's wrong with me, on the surface level, Tara's probably like, yeah, you're fine. But then Buffy, it's like, then why the fuck have I been acting like this? Then why have I been doing all these things that aren't me? I about lost my shit. Oh my god. And then I am so fucking happy that she's finally, like, talking about Spike in like, being with Spike to someone else. Oh, Tara really comes through. Tara is the best. Oh my god, I love her so much. And the fact that Buffy called her, literally, I love them so much. I know it's probably because, you know, Tara's outside the group now, and, you know, she can't really talk to her friends, but come on, I love Buffy and Tara so fucking much. It's literally what I've been asking for her to talk about this with someone. But yeah, speaking of Tara, of course we had her in this episode, and we did have a little scene between her and Willow, which, I don't know, I liked it. I don't know, I'm nervous. Do you guys think there's hope for them to come back together? I don't know. Because again, it's like, can you be with someone that, like, has, like, an addiction to magic, but, like, you're fine doing magic by yourself, and, like, you know, you can, like, handle doing it, like, at a normal level? So it's like, do you give up magic to be with her, or is it like, you guys just aren't a fit? I miss them together so much. I just miss Tara. So, seeing her in this episode, biggest present ever. I just loved her. Her coming to the Double Meat Palace. I love her. Tara is the best. But yeah, also, sorry, I was just going through the episode again. The fact that Sunnydale police ruled that Katrina's death was a suicide, injuries consistent with a fall. Sunnydale police, yet again. Pinnacle. Pinnacle of protection. You know, I think they're just so used to ruling things as that, because obviously there's vampires and shit, like you can't, you know? So they're like, yeah, a bear attack. Oh no, it's a suicide. This episode was just, I don't, literally, if I am so bold to say, one of my top ones of the season so far. Like, y'all already know what I'm about to say. What episode did this remind me of? It reminded me of Ted. Oh my god, it literally reminded me of Ted. Just like the stark, like, switch in this episode. Literally so good. I really, really enjoyed this one. And yeah, again, I am so intrigued to see what you guys think of this episode, because obviously you guys have the knowledge of like what happens after this, but like for me, this episode was literally all I was asking for, with like figuring out what Buffy, like her feelings are. I'm literally so fucking excited for the next episode. I think the next episode is Angel. Yeah, it's the next Angel episode, episode 13. So unfortunately we don't get to keep going, but I am so pumped to see what the next Buffy episode has in store. Oh my god. But anywho, I do believe that is all I have to say about this episode. Again, the next episode I will be watching is episode 13 of Angel, season 3. So yeah, I can't get over this episode. Obviously it wasn't like a fun episode, but like it was so fucking good. So, anywho, with that, thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon. I will see you guys next video. Bye!